Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, little learners. Welcome back to our learning space. My name is Miss Laura. Can you tell me your name? I'm so excited that you made it back today. We have some more fun science activities planned for us to try out. But before we do that, let's sing our song to introduce our song. Well, we love singing around here. Here it is. It goes like this. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Let's sing something new now. So do you remember what our new song is? Yes, it's a Feelings Hunt song, and it's actually modeled after a very popular song that you might sing when you go back to school. It's We're Going on a Bear Hunt. But this time we're going to hunt for feelings. Now, I've been using my binoculars at these fancy things here, and they help you see things a little clearer and focus in on them. So what I did is I used a paper towel roll, cut it in half, glued it, painted it, and added fancy decorations. So I hope you make one as well. I'm going to put mine on, and I'm going to ask you to get a beat or pattern going like this. Okay, now we're going to start our song. Ready? We're going on a feelings hunt. We need our binoculars. I'm not scared. Uh-oh, what do I see? A frown and droopy eyes. Our friend is sad. Don't tell them to get over it. They can't hide under it, but we can help them through it. What do we do when we're sad? We cry and then we breathe, don't we? Ready to cry? Wah, 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 and breathe. We're going on a feelings hunt. We need our binoculars. I'm not scared. Look, what do I see? A smiling face and two bright eyes. Our friend is happy. Don't tell them to get over it. We'll let them enjoy it. Maybe we can join them. What do we do when we're happy? We smile and we laugh. We might even dance. Ready? Ha, 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 ha. And breathe. We're going on a feelings hunt. We need our binoculars. I'm not scared. Look, what do I see? A droopy mouth and two very sleepy eyes. Our friend is bored. Don't tell them to get over it. They can't hide under it, but we can help them through it. What do we do when we're bored? That's right, we yawn, and to feel better, we'll breathe. Ready? Yawn, 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 and breathe. Ooh, thank you for going on a feelings hunt with me. Hopefully you can find more feelings around. I wonder how you're feeling today. Let's go through our visual schedule and see how you feel about our plan. So the first thing we did is our emotional check-in. Now this week I introduced a new song with a feelings hunt where we're hunting for feelings. Now remember, you're going to want to check in on how you're feeling lots of times during the day because our feelings change just like the weather. And then we're doing our weekly investigation. We've had so many visitors this week. We had Albert Einstein, Marie Curie. We're just so popular. I wonder if we're going to get someone new today. And of course, we're going to do our science activity, a snowstorm in a jar. And we're going to end with our goodbye song. And we've had time to sing it, but if we don't, then we'll just sing it in our heads as we wave goodbye. Now let's see, let's relax. It's the door. Oh, who's visiting us today? We're just so popular. Let's see. We're gonna turn it around. Coming. Don't forget to wipe your feet. Oh, look. It's Nikola Tesla, famous inventor, engineer, and physicist. Here he is. Now, Nikola Tesla is very famous for his experiments with electricity. He did a lot of things that other people are now taking credit for, but luckily, thanks to books and popular culture, his name is starting to be brought up more and more. Now, he was born in a place called Croatia. So remember, this map is flat. So when you see a world map, it's actually a sphere. And we're here in the United States of America, and we live in the city of, yes, Fresno. And see, where he was born is right across this big ocean right here. Now, this was his very first school. Now, I don't know if you can see that from where you are, but it's a tiny little house. Now, back when he went to school, they didn't have large buildings like we do now. He would study with other people that are of different grades. And from a very early age, he loved math. And actually, something interesting about him is he was born at exactly at midnight, and he was born during a lightning storm. So it almost seems meant to be. Now, when he was younger, his father said, "I want you to be a priest." That was what he had to do. But Nikola Tesla said, "No, I want to do more." And actually, he almost died when he was very young of cholera. And so that prompted his parents and him to let him pursue his passion, which was science. Now, he was a very different kind of guy. For example, if you were a woman, a girl like me, and you were wearing pearls like this, he would not talk to you. He did not talk to any woman who wore pearls. I almost wore mine today because we should be allowed, right? And he also had a very unusual sleep schedule. So his sleep schedule was in shifts. So he would sleep for 2 hours, then he'd wake up, and then he'd sleep for another hour, and he ate at very unusual times too. Just a very strange guy, but he contributed a lot to his field. He was what they call a showman. So he loved to do his electrical experiments, and he liked to invite people over so they can ooh and ah over all the things he did. So down here are some pictures of these huge electrical storms that he used to create in his home. Oh, and lastly, here he is with his family. Again, very serious. Science isn't all that serious. It can be a lot of fun. Let's find out in our science lab today. What do we have brewing? So today we're going to make a snowstorm. I'm so excited to make this with you. Now remember last week we learned about thunder cake and extreme weather. So we're gonna make a snowstorm in a jar. Here are the materials you'll need. You'll need some baby oil, some white paint. You're gonna need fizzy antacid tablets, a large jar, and an optional glitter or foam. Now safety first. I'm gonna put on my lab coat and my glasses here. Now here's my jar that I have filled with some baby oil. So what I'm going to do is put some white paint with a little bit of water right here and mix it up. So I'm just gonna take my white paint. Now, all the materials I got today, I actually got them at the store where everything costs $1. Okay, and then because scientists like to get dirty, I'm just gonna mix this up with my little finger here. Here we go. And then we're going to pour it in the jar with the baby oil. Now, if you know anything about oil and water, you know that what's gonna happen? That's right, they're not going to mix. Oil and water are not friends. So we're gonna put that in there. And I'll try to put it there so you can really see. Ooh, do you see those little bubbles forming? Look at that. So you would think that the water would turn all white because of the paint, but it didn't. I wonder what's happening. So just to make it extra special, I'm going to add some glitter. Now let me add some glitter just so you can really see it. I'm adding silver glitter because it reminds me of the glint of the snow when you're watching it. And I found these really cool things. They're like little foam balls at the store where I got all the other supplies. Now the funny thing about these is they stick to everything. You're gonna see them sticking to my hand. So I'm gonna try to get a few in there because it really adds to the effect. And now comes the fun part. We're going to take our fizzy and acid tablets. Ooh, I made a snow mess. Science can be really messy, can't it? And I'm going to add them in. I think I'm going to add half of a tablet first, and then we'll see if we can get our fizz going that way. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, there it goes. It's reacting. So what's happening is the fizzy and acid tablet is making the water rise with the paint. It's forcing it to go up, but of course that oil keeps pushing it down, so it's creating this back and forth motion. Do you see it? Look at that. There it goes. That back and forth motion is what causes the snowstorm effect. Now, this fizzy and acid tablet is actually made of baking soda and citric acid. I thought that was really interesting. So that's what's acting and creating all those bubbles that are forcing the water through the oil, because again, the water likes to stay with other water molecules. It doesn't like to mix with the oil. They're just not friends at all. So I want you to start thinking like a scientist. Why is this happening? What other experiments might you be able to do that kind of show this effect? I've seen a really cool experiment where people make lava lamps. They just add a little bit of food coloring and then they start to see the colors go back and forth through the oil. And what else might you be able to do that might answer a question that you have? Because remember, that's all that science is. It's using your 5 senses to answer questions. All right, boys and girls, looks like our time is coming to an end. I'm gonna take my goggles off since our experiment is done, and we'll sing our goodbye song, and I'll tell you what we're doing tomorrow. Ready? It goes like this. A, B, see you later. D, E, F, G, I'm gonna miss ya. H, I, have to go now. J, K, bye-bye now. L, M, N, O, I had a good time. P, Q, R, you're gonna miss me. S, T, you are my best friend. V, W, X, Y, Z, and you're my very best friend. Now, we have actually exploding rainbows on Friday. I think I said Thursday. Tomorrow, we're doing rain in a jar, and I wonder if we're gonna have another scientist visitor. Until then, I want you to think like a scientist. Be curious. Explore the world around you. We'll see you next time, boys and girls. Goodbye.
Good morning to a brand new day.